I just read through an autograph book that I had from 1976, and all my friends said, "You're nice and you're smart, but you're a little strange." And they actually wrote it. I didn't feel typical. I didn't feel ordinary. I didn't feel like I matched up with everybody that was around me. I felt different. The school part with friends was hard. Just getting beat up and all those kinds of things that happen when you go to school, right? And then at home, that was hard too. And that was a place that wasn't safe. Feeling scared all the time, just not knowing when the other shoe's gonna drop or knowing when somebody's gonna walk through the door that you don't want to be with. So, going to school wasn't safe, being at home wasn't safe. So summer was that opportunity to be wherever I wanted to be. One of the things that would happen in our neighborhood was that there would be buses that would go through. Every time there was a vacation Bible school, whether it was the Baptist church, the Methodist church, the Lutheran church, and then deciding one day, it's like, I'm just going to get on that bus and I'm going to take it to wherever it takes me. I don't know what I was searching for, but definitely a space to feel where I belonged. I think the full circle is the experience that I had of trying to find the safe space for me is definitely wanting to create that same feeling for others.
Augsburg had created this Riverside Innovation Hub to give support and mentorship to parishes and churches in the Twin Cities. And there was a congregation here that really wanted to step outside of the red doors and connect with people in the neighborhood.
Been trying to do this for many, many years, but now somebody's saying, hey, we're going to support you in being very intentional with this process. And we get this opportunity to dream about how could we be different in this neighborhood.
When this grant first came, everybody thought, oh, this was going to be a wonderful way to pull the neighborhood into the church. And what we learned from the folks at Augsburg in particular was that that's not what public church means. The public church means that you open your doors and you go outside the doors. You can't find out what the neighbors want and what they need if you stay inside your building.
And I think it was Fiona that said, hey, what if we had ice cream? What if we created a front porch? And it's like, oh, this is kind of working. I mean, we're getting to know our neighbors, even if it was just a brief moment of finding out what flavor ice cream is their favorite. We would get an opportunity to hear their story.
We also have a food box outside right next to our little free libraries, and that's stocked by members of the congregation, and people come and take those things as they need them. And in addition, there's a prayer box, little things that people can take as a remnant or as a reminder of prayer, and that they can also write things in a journal so that we can look at that and see who needs prayer.
The work of the Dream Team might seem small compared to these massive problems in the world, and all of them start with simply connecting with and listening to someone who isn't yet your friend. That's part of what we're practicing every time we do Ice Cream Sundays, is simply being present to meet a stranger.
We're not just a building on the corner with the doors closed. We are a building of people who truly believe in the way of Jesus and that it's important to get out there and connect with everybody.
Inside the walls it's not what matters. That relationship that we have with the holy, guess what? It exists everywhere we go. If you're only finding the holy in these walls, you're missing out on so much more.
To put ourselves in a place where we get to be curious about what the Holy Spirit's doing and how might we join in. There's no substitute for that kind of curiosity and for that kind of intentional going out of our way to meet God in our neighbors.
Can be a little scary at times, not the meeting the neighbors, but figuring out how you do that. You have to really know who your neighbors are, what your neighbors want. And if you want to be a responsive congregation, you need to find that out in a variety of ways.
If you don't know how you are in relationship with your neighbors and the space that you're in, and really building those relationships with the people that are around you, I think being a church anywhere becomes irrelevant.
That is a deeper cultural shift that's underway here in so many ways, and I think I'm excited to see where that could go.